What does spirituality mean to you? Today, what we're going to do is we're going to explore different definitions of what other people think spirituality is all about. Let's get started. Spirituality can mean different things to different people. I know I have heard several people say, you know what? I am not religious, but I am spiritual. And then I know some people who are very religious and they feel that they are very spiritual at the same time. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to look and discover what other people think about spirituality. So, let's first look, of course, everybody looks in the dictionary for different definitions. Let's look in the dictionary first. The dictionary defines spirituality as the quality of being concerned with the human spirit or as opposed to material or physical things. So now let's listen to Lisa Miller and Brene Brown and other people about their definition of what spirituality is for them.
The lens of science to identify threads of lived human spiritual life that have enormous impact on the rest of our lives, our health, our wellness, our performance, our ability to connect and love. And the two threads within lived human spirituality where I focus in the awakened brain are the two areas where the lion's share of science says our lives are entirely different. These two threads of lived spirituality are entirely game changing when it comes to our possibility and our realization. And they are one, the seat of transcendent awareness, which is to say, our innate, hardwired capacity to see into the deeper nature of life, where we see that we are loved, held, guided, and never alone. There's a capacity hardwired in us to see a transcendent relationship with life.
Mm-hmm.
That is the first of the two. And the second is that might be shared with one another so that we can show up and be part of that symphony of life.
Is this deeply held belief that we're inextricably connected to each other by something greater than us. And that something greater is rooted in love and belonging. Some of us, I call that God. Some people call it nature, the universe, the source, the higher power. And so to me, it's about the big key piece is that inextricably connected. Like we will never be able to free ourselves from suffering till we're all free from suffering.
I've been reading quite a bit of Gandhi lately, and I think there's one passage when he was contemplating or trying to describe the feeling he has that God is truth and truth is God, and so he very much focuses on a feeling. So let me read the passage to you. There is an indefinable, mysterious power that pervades everything. I feel it, though I do not see it. It is this unseen power which makes itself felt and yet defies all proof. Because it is so unlike all that I perceive through my senses, it transcends the senses. And that's a really interesting feeling. That's the way I would describe the experience of spirituality.
What connects us all? What's the bigger purpose? Where do I find hope and faith and meaning and trust in something bigger than myself? And I often think of spirituality being rooted in love for me. How can I see the impact of what I'm doing affecting other people and make sure that I become a higher version of myself so that when I'm in other people's presence, their experience can be better. So sometimes I think of it in nature or like our invisible heart connections to each other.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I have a similar conception of spirituality. I mean, for me, it's really as simple as transcendence. The moments where I feel really connected to something larger than myself. And it can happen in nature. It can happen. I've had it happen once in the middle of like a relative's health crisis where I felt flooded with love, and it was really profound, so it can be very healing, but it can also be, I think, really ordinary. It can be something as simple as You think of someone and then they call you and you just feel connected. And is that a coincidence?
Synchronicity.
Yeah.
From a Christian perspective, spirituality refers to a person's or a group's lived response to their God experience. It starts with the God experience, and then it goes on to encompass the concrete ways a person or a group relates to, we could say, life's ultimate questions, questions such as, well, who am I? Who are we? Why am I? Why do I exist? Why do we exist? The way we answer those questions is really influenced by our God experience.
So my question to you is, how do you define your spirituality? So whenever I was watching all the video clips from the other people and their definitions of spirituality, these are the words that they were stating in their definition: loved, guided, never alone, transcendent life, shared, connected, greater than us, bigger than us, love and belonging, nature, source, God, unseen power, meaning, trust, higher self, transcendent, lived, and God experience.